Today I'm going to show you how to make a noise texture background in Photoshop, step by step, using a clean, non-destructive workflow so you can keep full control over the grain, the color, and the overall look. This is a great technique if you want to add a gritty texture, a vintage film grain effect, or just give a flat design more life and depth. And if you want more Photoshop tutorials like this, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy design tips. Let's jump in. First, open Photoshop and create a new document. You can choose any size you want depending on your project, but if you are making a background for social media, a thumbnail, a poster, or a website graphic, start with the canvas size you need. Once your document is open, we want to build the background in a way that is easy to edit later. So, go down to the Layers panel and click the half black, half white circle at the bottom to create a new adjustment layer. From there, choose solid color or gradient, depending on the background style you want. If you want something simple and bold, a solid color works perfectly. If you want something more modern and smooth, a gradient can look really nice under the noise texture. Choose your color, click OK, and now you have your base background ready. Next, we need to create the noise layer. This part is important because you cannot apply a noise filter to an empty layer and get the result we want. The trick is to use a 50% gray layer because when it is blended correctly, the gray disappears and only the texture remains visible. To do that, click the plus icon at the bottom of the Layers panel to create a brand new blank layer. With that new layer selected, go to the top menu and click Edit, then Fill. If you are using a shortcut, you can press Shift and F5. In the Fill dialog box, open the Contents dropdown and choose 50% gray. Then click OK. Your canvas will now look like a flat gray layer, and that is exactly what we want. Now comes the smart part. Right-click that gray layer in the Layers panel and choose Convert to Smart Object. This gives you a non-destructive setup, which means you can go back and adjust the effect later without starting over. If you decide you want more grain, less grain, or a different look, this setup gives you more flexibility. With the Smart Object selected, go up to the top menu bar and click Filter, then Noise, then Add Noise. A small window will appear with your texture settings. This is where you control how strong and how natural the noise looks. Start with the amount slider. A good range to begin with is between 5% and 15%. If you want something subtle and smooth, keep it lower. If you want a more obvious, gritty, or film-like texture, raise it a little more. The best setting depends on the style of your design, so feel free to experiment. Next, set the distribution to Gaussian. This usually creates a more natural and scattered grain effect than uniform, which can look a little too mechanical. After that, make sure monochromatic is checked. This is very important because if you leave it unchecked, the noise will introduce random colored pixels instead of a clean black and white texture. For most background designs, monochromatic noise looks much better and blends more naturally. Once your settings look good, click OK. At first, it may look like you just made the layer look noisy and gray, but the magic happens in the blending step. Now go back to the Layers panel and make sure the noise layer is selected. At the top of the Layers panel, you will see the Blend Mode drop-down, and by default, it will usually say Normal. Click that drop-down and change it to Overlay or Soft Light. These blend modes are the key to making the 50% gray disappear while keeping the visible texture. As soon as you switch the blend mode, the gray vanishes and the grain will blend into your background. You should now see a much more interesting surface with subtle texture, depth, and character. If the effect feels too strong, you can lower the opacity of the noise layer until it looks just right. If it feels too soft, go back and increase the noise amount a little more. And that is the full workflow for creating a noise texture background in Photoshop. The best part is that it is fully non-destructive, so you can change the background color later, adjust the grain strength, or even replace the base gradient without rebuilding everything from scratch. If you want, you can also duplicate the noise layer for a stronger effect, or use a mask to apply texture only to certain areas of your design. That is a great way to make posters, album covers, social graphics, and vintage-style artwork look more professional. If this tutorial helped you out, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next Photoshop tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.